Well, with me is Tank Tankersley with BMSS Wesson Wealth Solutions, and y'all are located right here in Birmingham, and we are thankful for that. I know at year end, a lot of us, and even thinking towards first quarter, we're thinking about being good stewards and managing our finances.
Right.
So could you share with us some moves that we might be able to make that would help us be better stewards?
Well, Lori, thank you for this opportunity, and just also want to thank you for your ministry here in the Birmingham area for 25 years almost, and just grateful for what Birmingham Christian Family has meant to this community. Really grateful for that. I think there are a few steps as the article talks about. I think I laid out 7 different steps, and the biggest is to rest our hearts, get our heart posture in the proper position. And obviously finances can be, there's a lot of strain oftentimes, but there's also a lot of responsibility. And the biggest thing the Lord wants us to do, and what Paul wants us to do, is walk by the Spirit, right? And we got to ask for His grace to do that. But our stewardship also requires discipline. So the next would be to plan and to monitor our financial situation and our journey. And I like to use good software. We have planning tools that we use, and I think there's some great tools out on the internet, Quicken, and Dave Ramsey has some good solutions as well. But it's important to be disciplined. In Ephesians, Paul talks about look carefully then how you walk, live purposefully, worthily, and accurately. So how does that look to our finances? It's important for us to plan our journey, and God oftentimes laughs at our plans, but He does want us to be disciplined. So that does consider budgeting issues, and hopefully by doing the things that God has equipped us to do. And some people are extremely wealthy, some people are not. That's okay. God has a great economy in His eyes. We're all very, very rich, right? So we all have responsibility though, and we all should be doing the basics and budgeting our finances. So that's a major one. Another one I would say would be prioritize your charitable giving. Year end is for tax giving purposes is a good time. I would say for charitable purposes, I would lean towards giving mostly to your local church. And then I'm sure everybody has particular areas that they're passionate about. And there's so many great ministries in Birmingham and the country and beyond that we need to consider giving to. Very, very good causes. And the Lord's Spirit will help guide us if we ask Him and put different aspects on our heart. Another thing that I like to do is I like to plan a majority of my giving and various percentages. But then I also will have a couple of percentages kind of held back, because I know throughout the year or throughout the week I might come across a need that I can sometimes, whether it be cash to a particular situation that I'm walking by on the street, or there are other needs that will come up as we know throughout the year. But it is important to prioritize that. And the next thing that I believe is important here at year end, and especially once the early weeks of January, is to start getting our investment statements, our bank statements, and let's evaluate how those investments are performing. Believe it or not, this year the stock market in the U.S. is up over 20% here, and it's a real blessing. Last year was a real just the opposite, but in international stocks are almost up 13% this year. That's great. Is your portfolio performing like that? And we here at BMSS Wesson also do a good job what we call private assets for people who qualify. There's private real estate, there's private equity, and private debt. And with those 3 different asset classes outside of your stocks or bonds, it adds more diversity in one's portfolio usually, and oftentimes that drives down the risk of the portfolio, at the same time hopefully driving the returns upwards. So if a lot of people in this market are not doing some of those types of investments, and we enjoy doing some, and some of them are even Christian-based investments. And that's another aspect of if you look through your portfolio, through your statements, many people have mutual funds, or many people have index funds, and there are ways to even invest in companies that you value and get away from those you don't value. You can always email me or call us. Our phone number here is 205-982-5555.